And good evening everyone who is watching the stream of VOD, Rives on Air, and welcome to my Daisy stream. Yeah, but a short one. I'm a little bit late for a proper Daisy stream. And yeah, sorry it took quite some time to actually start doing something here. Well, at least technical issues, at least I didn't need to restart everything again. Recently it's been sorta kinda a problem. So let's continue our adventures from yesterday. The character from yesterday. It's going to be a super short stream. So as I said, the server at this time of day unfortunately is like dead by the look of it. So we're just gonna run around, kill some zombies, maybe find something interesting, maybe don't. But I don't think we're gonna see anybody at all whatsoever. Just wanted to continue the adventure of this character. Yeah, I remember now. We got stopped in this field. Not field, on this road. Running from pretty much A to B. So let's keep going then. Maybe I should visit Polyana really fast, since we're going to be nearby anyway. And then just to get, well, just to decide which gun to actually keep. Or maybe to find a pistol for the magazine or magazine for the pistol. And figure out that part. I'm carrying an SMG that I don't need, well, that I don't want, but that's my only silence now. So, and I'm triple carrying with that grenade launcher that definitely there's absolutely zero need to carry around. I don't think I've ever taken this road. I kinda know where I'm going, but this house, I've been to this house a couple times, but so long ago. Let's see if I have anything around. Like one of the proper houses in the woods, proper yard and whatnot. And with these structures here. What are you? 5 to 7 magazine, some potatoes. Well, I mean, why not? Doesn't look like a lot of people visit this place, but there is some food, which is nice. Let's enjoy this some food. What is interesting, so far this run's been uneventful, but I actually haven't seen pretty much knives, let's put it that way. I haven't seen the usual amount of knives, or even low amount of knives. I've barely seen any knives at all. That's why I'm carrying this shovel. So this character started yesterday super fast as a character that just spawned in somewhere on the coast and then immediately ran inland to the first heli crash, then almost died from started dying from hunger, to the second heli crash, been surviving on the mushrooms. So pretty hardcore character. Actually, I think this place should have mushrooms somewhere behind the house or around it. Interesting that it doesn't have zombies. Mushrooms or maybe stashes. Okay, not here. But in the woods like these, yeah. Between all these fallen trees. So since we are just traveling through the area, let me actually take a look at the map. Since we are kind of taking different roads. Let's make it. Alphonse, Klappa, welcome, 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 welcome. So it's been super a while. Nice to see you, man. Nice to know you're still around. And swift and full recovery, man. So really wish you like all the luck there. So. And just nice to see you back. This stream is going to be a short one, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's been like this for quite some time. More often than not, unfortunately, that's like the third unfortunately or the fourth I inserted in my speech. I'm not able, quite often, I'm simply not able to do long streams, so usually DayZ would be longer, yeah, but not today. I actually contemplated again playing some GeoGuessr, but well, I kind of want to play DayZ at this point. And that's the dam. And that's the small survivor place I could see on the map. Yeah, nothing really in. No epoxy here, though I have nothing to fix with it, but it's actually nice to have anyway. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I know. I actually played Scum. I streamed it 3 times a long time ago when it just got released in early access. It had some problems back then. I didn't really care. I liked the game. Felt like a really good one. I streamed it 3 times. I never ran it since then. I don't know. It's just like it's just like I'm addicted to DayZ. I never even tried it since then. I've seen people playing it. I've seen like there's been huge progress. I mean, Scum has wheelbarrows with physics. I've seen that in some other people's streams. That's like absolutely insane. Wheel freaking barrows with physics that they look like wheelbarrows. They behave. They work like wheelbarrows. Like what? When I saw it. Okay, I'm not hearing bears because in this version everything is just a little bit broken. Alphonse Club, yeah, I liked it. I never played it since then. I don't know why. So it's like unhealthy addiction to DayZ, we might say. kind of plays a role here, I suppose. Oops. I left my grenade launcher in that house. Okay. I think I might get back after checking out this area. I don't need another addiction. Yeah. And there's like a long list of games that I wanted to play that are not survival. And I probably got to play them. I should play them. Just to, well, avoid getting stuck in an unhealthy way. Okay, I'm cold again. That's not good. Okay, there used to be a base here. And the keyword is used to. Lots of rotten peppers. So I said in the beginning the server's probably dead. Probably I'm not going to see anybody. But remember the last time I got killed? It happened on the server with... Well, basically I got killed by the only other player on the server but me. Yeah. Okay. This character already got cold. I don't want to get another cold. Let's get things a little bit drier. Yeah, Alphonse. So yeah, that's the problem. I got killed by the only other player on the server. Well, it happened in a military base, so it's not like it was God knows where in the middle of the woods. No, it was a military base, so pretty much expected. If you want to meet people, you go to military base or to Polyana. So, okay, that was an interesting base. Do we have anything on the road? Sometimes there is. Yeah, there's a car over there. It literally spawns on the road. Got to take a look. No, I do not farm gear. I started playing on this server yesterday, and today I'm just continuing because I'm already sort of inland. I don't want to get teleported back to the coast. I just joined this one, so, and I do not switch server. I rarely switch servers because of the pop, because yeah, there's no need. I get killed by the only person on the server, so. If I want that, if I want interactions, I don't need to even change servers. I'll run into somebody and, well, something will happen. So, and I don't care about the gear. I more cared about, like, the time in land. I didn't want to go back to the coast, at least by teleportation. So I just wanted to continue on this server for now. But then, yeah. I might switch to another character though, but that one probably is on a dying server as well. I think I have a couple, at least one. At least one. Okay, so... Oh yeah, this car probably needs some serious despawning. It has a battery though. Where do I hide the battery? Can I throw it? Yeah, it's throwable. Close the door. Can I get it on top of that fridge? Just curious. Hey, don't slide. Okay, cool. Nice. Though I don't think I'm going to... There's another one in here. Let's do the same with this one. Because why not? It's going to be a battery operated fridge. So now I need to despawn this car, but I don't want to use the rounds for my silent gun, and I don't want to use the rounds for my primary. So I'll probably use this shotty for this to despawn the car. Immediately jammed. Yeah, these guns are not supposed to be used without a magazine. Now let's get back to the road. Get our to that house in the woods. Get our grenade launcher back. This character kind of wasn't... I didn't really want to go and land with this character, but pretty much the first thing this character heard after spawning was a heli crash. So I thought it's kinda lucky for a new spawn to get to a heli crash, and rare, so I followed it, and then there was another heli crash. Was it... Sorry, I heard the noise. Okay. My bad. That's on my phone. Getting notifications again. So that's how I ended up being in land. And the character was so green, so fresh that between the first heli crash and the second one, he started actually dying from starvation. And had to survive eating mushrooms. That grenade launcher that I'm coming back to is probably gonna get me killed. That's the rod. Yeah, and because my character sorta kinda gets different health issues pretty easily, I think we'll have to do another fire. And I don't have any food, and I've been kinda low on food all this time, so staying warm is actually a great idea. That's my nice grenade launcher. Okay, now we got to get some wood without getting wet. So this one. The stick is going to get wet. Yep, it's damp. But this is not. So we need a couple sticks that are not going to get damp. And this one's damp too. Come on. If I cut them, do they stay damp? They're not supposed to. Not sharpen. I want to cut them. Seems the bread was not a good idea. Yeah. Oh no, they get dry. Good to see them actually getting dry. So I been low on food all this time. I've been low on knives all this time. Strangely enough, yeah, not a lot of knives around this run. Okay, now we need to get some bark. Not here, here, in the dry bag. In the dry bag. Handrill kit. And finally some fire. So I've been spending a lot of time on this character, sitting inside and just trying to get warm. So that's what I've been sort of kind of doing. Oh, let's get a little bit dry air, at least while we are waiting for the fire to warm us up properly. This character gets cold. This character gets cuts really easy. Curious how far the zone of the temperature impact goes. How far does it go? Can I like stay in another corner of the room? Because here I'm looking at two windows and it's probably like trees over there, but maybe there's an angle. Got some things dry. Let's get all the pluses we can and leave. This case is a nice primary, but I'm not sure I want it. Like Saiga that I have with a 20 rounder would be, I think, a little bit more interesting. But actually I'm out of rounds for Saiga. Nice. That's nice too. Feels like I'm outside now, not inside. I'm not getting the buff here, I think. I haven't heard any. Okay, we got our buffs. So time to leave. Yesterday I killed a couple, but today, well, I haven't been really playing for long. Okay, since we are in the middle of nowhere, let me check the map to consult. Let me consult the map to see if we can visit a couple of interesting places here. Yeah, we sort of can. If we follow the road. So maybe we manage to find some food on the way, if we are lucky. At least those tourist chocolate wafer bars. Maybe not. A backpack that's not this bright would be nice too. But as the thing, I might not be able to carry 2 guns in any other backpack that I'm able to find around here. You can see the smoke even from here if you zoom in. Yeah. But you gotta know what to look for. I tend to just not register that coming out of the chimneys. Yeah, I don't think I've ever taken this road. Though I have, I don't know, several thousands hours of Livonian experience. Yeah. That's why if you just need to cook, you might use the trick with the ashes. When the ashes, they don't produce any smoke, but they're still good enough to cook like a whole deer, for example. But if you need to get warm, you don't really have a lot of options if you need just to get warm. A house? No, I did miss that house. Now we have wolves. Which actually is a good thing because I really need food. Even if we get just a couple, still worth cooking their fats. Keep finding these rounds randomly. Cheese, okay, that's something already. Finally something useful. We can get rid of this belt and start wearing this one. The doggies are going to come. Or they might actually not, because well, I mean, it's sort of storming really hard, so maybe they sounded quiet because of that. I think I heard them behind, so they should come from that direction. That's not what I need. Not a long stick. A piece of firewood, because it's easy to fit in my backpack in one click and it stays dry. Yeah. Here's one. Like this. So I'm waiting for the doggies. While running around and gathering the fuel for the fire. Did they switch to somebody else? I know. Good to hear them. Still Still being on me. Okay. Doggies, are you like running away from me? Oh, here they come. Good, but I'm a little bit not ready. That's a big pack. Come on. Okay. And I don't have any rounds for this gun anymore. But now I have some food. Though my knife actually is in bad condition again. You gotta be kidding me. So, and I cannot use this. I can bury. Okay, you guys wait for me here. I have an idea. Upspec New Zealand, good evening, welcome. You can eat only the fat. You can eat only the fat from the predator animals. Well, foxes not included. I think foxes are safe. So the animals that attack you, you can eat only the fat. But you, because the fat from people and from animals look absolutely the same, you got to be sure that that's the fat of the animal you killed. So, okay, rocks. Do you spawn rocks? Well, you spawn mushrooms. Crap, okay. I'm gonna make it. Yeah, that's the same for bears. The fat's safe, the meat's not. It's not much in the end, but when you are in the woods and there's nothing else, unless you want to do some fishing, which actually can be a good option, by the way. Okay, I need another rock. Can I please have another rock? So this trail doesn't spawn any rocks. That's sad. The road only spawns. So we just have to follow the road then. Yeah, I play a lot in Livonia. I really like Livonia. I think it has a very nice kind of balance. First of all, I like how the greenery looks here. It's actually pretty cool. I think it's the most realistic, and I like that it's not overbuilt like Sahal. And Chernarus, well, I mean, Chernarus is a legacy thing. You can't take Chernarus seriously at this point. It's like from 2011 map from Arma 2, 2012, 2011. So yeah. Livonia, it offers the best balance, and I think it's the most suited map for people who play solo. The best map for solo play. Come on, can I have a single rock? I need a stone here. When you need one. Yeah. No, DZ, it's a game where you keep learning all the time. I have like 10k hours in the game, and I still learn something almost every day. Plus, they keep upgrading it, so they keep adding new stuff to it. They keep changing stuff to it, so there's always something to learn. You gotta be kidding me. I simply cannot find another rock for the knife. Okay, I'm gonna keep running back and forth on this trail till a stone spawns that I need. The doggies will despawn, but my problem with the knives on this run, it's been like insane. Not being able to find any knives. Here we go, got another one. Where's the first one? Here's the first one. Here's the second one. So, here we go. Where's my shovel? Here it is. Let's see if we still have the doggies. Where I kill them, they despawn pretty fast, but maybe I still can get the fat from them. The thing about food in DayZ is that you eat as much as you can, then wait and eat even more. So it's more about, if you don't have friends that you need to get food to, it's more about keeping your stomach full at all times and avoiding other people getting your food after killing you. So, economical or not, the most economical is to keep your food like 2/3 full. I think that's the most economical. It's pretty hard to keep your food indicator completely full. The thing is that when your food indicator, energy indicator is completely white, that's not completely full. It can go a little bit past being just full. So, but there is a perk actually of having your character at full health, at full hydration, not cold, not at full energy and full hydration. If you get your character to full energy and full hydration and not cold, then it boosts your immunity almost to 100%, and you can actually treat a lot of diseases that way. I think the only thing you cannot treat this way is the Kuru disease, the cannibal's disease, and last stages of pneumonia. I don't think you can treat, but like all the other things, you just get your character to all white food and energy, or food and water, and not cold, and wait 60 seconds and your character becomes healthy. So but if we are talking about economics of it, probably keeping your food indicator 2/3 full, it's like the best. But my strategy is to eat till I get completely full energy. So complete, absolutely complete full energy. How to actually tell the difference between just white indicator and completely full one? It's that when you eat normally, your indicator gets the chevrons, arrows up, but when your energy is completely full, you're going to get only like one chevron up, one arrow up, and it's going to be going like up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So it's not going to say that the energy is constantly increasing. It's going to say that the energy is decreasing, then increasing, then decreasing, then increasing. After eating, of course. That means that, yeah, you've eaten to the absolute max. But again, I prefer not to have food in my pockets. I find everything I eat everything I can find. I try not to leave any food behind. So I pretty much eat everything I see. So, but this character has been actually having problems with finding foods. So, been surviving a lot on the mushrooms, been surviving a lot on the well, pretty much mushrooms actually. This is the first animal food he's got. So. But again, this character spawned, then I heard the heli crash, and as a new spawn I just ran and land without looting anything. Then the second heli crash. So lots of mushrooms, yeah, if you know where to look for them. But when you need them, yeah, when you really need them, good luck with that. That's how DayZ works. But at least I knew when I started going into starvation, I knew I was next to a place that would constantly spawn mushrooms. So okay, this is ready. Oh yeah, and we are actually cooking this just in time. I hate to see the yellow food indicator. Human fate make you go cannibal. Yeah, you get the Kuru disease. You get the Kuru disease, that's the disease of shaking hands and then uncontrollably laughing. So pretty annoying one, makes sniping really hard. Plus everybody can tell you are a cannibal because of these uncontrollable laughs that your character just does. So as far as I understand, human fat, yeah, don't eat human fat, it's not safe. it looks the same way as the animal fat, so you gotta be sure that you got it from a source that's 100% you're sure about. Okay, can I fix this? Oh yeah, I can too. Not that I need to fix it, but let's do it. Okay, waiting for these pieces to cool down a little bit because I don't really have room for them. Maybe for one. Because I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm carrying like 5 big guns here and a pistol. Because I because I found them at the heli crash. And I was like, no, not leaving that stuff behind. Yeah, on spec, the heli crashes, they sound closer than they are. Sometimes I swear you can hear the engine of the helicopter stalling between the crash. But that's just the mistake of the... Oops, I'm full already. That happened pretty fast. Okay, maybe I can pick up one. Purple Cobra. Ah, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. So it's going. A short stream today, unfortunately. I wasn't really going to do anything like anything long, but okay, I need to feed just one more piece of... let's try to just eat it. It's not that big. Yeah, this piece of fat is not that big. Here we go. Carrying 5 big guns is a little bit tedious, but what are you gonna do? So it's going. A short one tonight, but at least I got to enjoy a little bit of DayZ. So that's a good day. And hope you are doing great as well. Okay, since we're visiting these small obscure places lost in the woods, let me check where is the next one. The next one is just down the road and pretty close. Fairful Cobra. No, I stream every day, so it's either a short one or a long one. But recently it's been mostly like a bunch of short ones. Okay, that's the second place. There's like a couple of these. I call them survivor camps, but sometimes it's like a house in the woods, sometimes it's just a shack. Oh, you look like this. You look at this. You look like this. Somebody tried to build something in here. Though... Oh. They sorta, I think, succeeded. That's a base. That is a real base that is active. Ah. We can get inside. We might not be able to... We can try to get inside. We might not be able to get outside, though. Okay, let's see. It's like a nice small base in the woods. Okay, I'm almost reaching the crate. Yeah. The crate's almost there, but I cannot grab it. A little bit too far. Yeah, I wish I had a little bit more grenades. We found a nice little base that I wish I could get into. But without the knives, and of course without the explosives, but man, I really want to. So, Alphonse Clapper, no, there's no way it is. That's zero way it is, unfortunately. That's not how it works. People know about it, and they of course always sap the right codes. In the Prally, good evening, welcome. Nice little base in the woods, absolutely right. And I really want to get inside. So this one is actually a little bit easier to get through. There's something buried in there even. Oh. I think it's actually possible. Let me see. Almost. I think I can. I think it's possible to climb it. Almost there. I think it's possible using the streak. Come on. I need to throw it a little bit closer. Oops, out of stamina. Crap. It's so close. I think it is possible. I just need a little bit more. I just need to find that magic spot where it might work. It might work in the end. Oh, that's almost there. DZ doesn't like overhangs like this one, but here we go. But my backpack stays outside. That's a small problem. So if I jump inside, I won't be able to get outside that easy. So if they don't have a bunch of knives, wait a second. There is a chance, there is a small chance of actually getting outside. But if we are stuck, we are stuck. So let me just take all the guns. No, if you are heavy, you just won't be able to jump at all. So I'm just going to take all the guns with me, because I don't know if I might stay inside for like really long time. We might not be able to get out. So I would like, actually, if I'm leaving my backpack outside, I'm at least taking my guns with me. At least some of them. Okay. Then we take the backpack. Oh, and my shovel. Oops, sorry. I somehow managed to get muted. Apologies for that. I don't know how. Apologies. I've been, of course, talking all this time. Hi, there's marksman scope. So this is 20 rounder. Let's fix it. Yeah, I wasn't silent. I was talking all this time. If you don't hear me talking for at least like 15 seconds, it means that I'm muted. No, 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 no. I'm always speaking. I do not stop talking. So I think I'm taking this gun, though it's gonna be strange. But I think I might be able to find rounds. And I'm going to take one of the big mags in case full of rounds, in case I find something better. So I do not shut up, people. Remember that. So, okay. So, where's this gun that I wanted to take? Where did it go? Here it is. So, I'm not going to do anything bad to their base. I'm just taking things that I want. And that's it. Yep, I have the grenades. Yep, absolutely. So I'm even leaving my SKS in here for them. Because I'm that generous. The only thing it looks like I'm not going to get is the pistol. So, and these rounds, I don't need them anymore. The knife's damaged. Do they have a better knife? They have this one, but I cannot fit it in my sheath. Do they have anything here? Unfortunately, I won't be able to lock it back. They don't have a lock, and I won't be able to disassemble that gate from the outside. So, but they won't be able to, know how I got in. They won't be able to know that. But I cannot lock it, unfortunately. I wish I could, but I cannot. So, fix that. Let's leave the sharpening stone that's not full somewhere here. Now. This gigantic magazine I wanted to grab. Let's check what's inside. Since I have a choice of ammo, I don't want to take ammo that's damaged. I'm going to inspect what I have in this mag. Gonna get ya. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. Nice, actually, for you to catch me. Okay, so seems to be all good. Seems to be all actually pretty good. We just need a little bit more of these. Canned food. Yep. Yep. Got inside somebody's base in the middle of nowhere. And kinda shopping right now. So So first let's do some shopping here, and after let's take a look at what's in the stash. In the underground stash. I know how to get there, it's just going to be a little bit harder. Okay, so that's what I wanted to grab. These rounds we can leave. If I eat this, I will get some room. The Checkmart's full stock today, yep. So, but I'm kinda disappointed that there's not a single pistol in here. Because I really wanted a pistol. Okay, so... Are we done with the loot? Ah, yeah, let's grab these rounds. These are my sniper rifle rounds. Pistol ammo, I got it. Well, I mean, I can do this, so thank you for the shout out. Oh, for the heads up. For the empty mag. Yeah, and I have a whole gun outside that I can actually grab. So, I might. This I'm going to give them. If there is room. There is some. So... So, do we have enough? Yep, we have enough everything to try to get out of here. This we don't need anymore. So, to try, well, not to try to get out of here, to try to get to the stash. Where did I put my shovel? The shovel I'm keeping for now. So, first of all, we close this. Second of all, we take the pliers. We take the pliers and we dismantle the gate. Okay. Let's not waste these resources. So we don't need the pliers anymore. Now we take their pickaxe that I just fixed, or their hatchet, and start dismantling. So, unfortunately, first of all, I cannot leave the base without leaving any traces of how I got in. So, and second, if I want to get to that underground stash, I have to completely disassemble this wall, like entirely. This is better. The hatchet we don't need anymore. Let's return it back. Oh, this we need. Jumped in. Yeah, if they were that smart. Oh, what I'm actually going to do, since I need to get this out of the way too, I'm going to make them some more crates. Finders keepers, yep. I'm just going to give them a little bit more crates because why not? There's a little bit of nails here. Yeah, if they log in and kill me, well, it's gonna be their luck. So, 2 empty crates. Is it possible to put it on the shelf here? Kinda curious. I cannot really see. No, it's not, unfortunately. It would be nice if you could. Cannot put it under the table. Yeah. So doesn't matter. Yeah. Reverse raiding. Exactly. That's what we are doing here. Yeah, would be really cool if it allowed it. Yeah. So. Oh. Okay, not wasting their resources. Going to be actually pretty careful about that. Now, my shovel or their pickaxe? Where's the pickaxe that I just fixed for them? Here we go. Dismantle the base. Now we should have access to this one. Yep. Now we can dig it up. Oh, that's a backpack that's just like mine. It's a very nice stash they got in there. It's like a super nice stash they got in there. They probably buried it and then couldn't get it out of there. I don't need a compass, well, most of the time. 10 bars of gold, yeah. Okay, so what I don't like is that I'm constantly getting cold. Mini ammo, I don't need them. I have my sniper rifle, VS, so not a Winchester, so I'm not going to grab any mini ammo. But if you're talking about the golden tickets, yeah, 10 bars of gold, yeah. They are not actually bars of gold, they are golden tickets. So, just to get a little bit warmer for a second. So what actually can we do here? We can grab the second magazine just in case. Though there is no probably need for it. Is this gun in good condition? Yeah, it looks like... It really looks like it's damaged, but it's actually in good condition. Okay, just Checking, there's not a lot of these rounds around. 3 only. They have a ton of SKS rounds, which is sorta kinda unlucky, really. Okay. Since I haven't found a pistol, what did I just hear? Since I haven't found a pistol, I'm keeping my SMG, which is stupid, but what are you gonna do? Taking their foods. Anything else? Well, can grab this. Though I don't really have room for it. So, yeah. Don't really want to stay near the base. But I need to eat the food because I'm again double carrying. So can I like a helicopter? Good idea, by the way. Yeah, good idea. Let me actually. I kinda didn't register there was a landmine. So it has to be live. You're absolutely right. It got to be live. Alphonse, yeah, I mean, staying kinda, yeah, like that. In that state, it's for me, it's like, yeah. It's never a pleasure. And it feels like a waste, to be honest, so for me stuff like that's unpleasant. Okay, we got 2 cans out of 3, so let's see if I can make it work. First of all, this. Okay, that one's full. Very nice. Let's compactify things a little bit. Like this. And then we can, well, probably ditch these rounds and move this here. And then feed this thing in here. So I have a pistol without a magazine, and I have a magazine without a pistol, and I have a gun that I would trade for a pistol any second. Okay, I hope I didn't eat too much. Okay, I'm just going to give it a little bit of time to see if I start puking. Yeah, imagine using that on them. Yeah, I can. I definitely can. Though won't be enough to damage the walls, to destroy the walls, but will be enough to actually destroy everything inside. All the crates, all the loot, I think. Okay. Speaking of that mine that has to go live. Oh, there's more food that I cannot miss. This character been surviving on mushrooms in the beginning of his life, like heavily. So, where's that nice mine that I didn't even register? Here it is. Let me check. Yeah, this is cool, but we don't need anything of that. So the mine. How would we place it? Oops, Trista, thank you for jumping in, but the Nightbot decided that it's a little bit too much of too many of the exclamation signs. Welcome, Trista. Okay. I cannot ditch it, but maybe if I do it like no. Close, but not close enough. Welcome, Trista. Nice to see you. Okay. How close can I get without killing myself? Yeah, that's not really working. Okay, this is getting positively very dangerous. Trista, thank you for asking. I'm good. Hope everything is amazing for you too. I'm still here. I still stream every day. It's just been a little bit hard to catch me, maybe. Let's see if I can throw it. Almost there. Yeah. I've been doing that all my life, playing with explosives. No, I'm going to be careful. I'm going to be careful, really. It's just I gotta figure out how to throw it, how to aim. So you gotta aim a little bit like that. Oh yeah, we're getting closer here. Gotta aim to the right. Crap. almost gets there. Oops, that's the wrong one. Okay, then. Okay, not going to work then. Yeah, they might get confused. Indeed, they might. Okay. Let's check if they have more stashes around. Just in case if they do. Because the crates, you can bury them. But if they are like professionals in placing the underground stashes that way that it's almost impossible to actually get to them, the plank will despawn. The plank will despawn, but the cable reel will not despawn. That's how it, because it's a base related loot. The planks, they are just materials. So Trista, haven't played DZ in forever? Yeah. No, I unfortunately haven't been able to play lots of DZ lately myself. So mostly I just stream a little bit of GeoGuessr every day. But when I get time, I switch to DZ immediately. So in these circumstances, I might not ever be able to stream any other games. Just GeoGuessr, because you can actually play a game in like 50 minutes on GeoGuessr, a full game with the result. And DZ when there's more time, because I simply want to play it. No, there will be no server wipe this time, upspec. There will be no server wipe, and the update's going to be mostly about fixing bugs. People these days, they haven't seen the dark ages of DayZ, so people are complaining so much about that this patch that we are currently playing, it has broke DayZ. It has broken DayZ. So yeah, it's been problematic. 1.29, it's been super problematic in terms of like the devs got out of their schedule of updates, so they couldn't actually make it work for pretty long time, but the game's been playable all this time. So people say the game's broken. Upspec, don't believe them. Nobody of them, no one of them probably saw the game really broken. I've seen the game really broken, and I still played through it. So yeah, but the thing is that 1.29 is super problematic in terms of like first there was a problem with the consoles, and they had to roll back all the to 1.28 to actually keep working on 1.29. So it's like for the first time it happened like that they released 1.29 and then they rolled back to 1.28. Gonna get you, it's not. It's just people screaming like insane that it's broken. Alphonse Clapper, yeah, there's more than that, but still, as you can see, the game's playable. The game's playable, and especially if you treat it like any other game and not like try to constantly stress test it, playing on servers. What I wouldn't recommend actually is playing on servers with like 120 people. There are servers like that, and with like a gigantic list of mods. Unspec, yeah, there's that, but DayZ first time been released in 2013, It was December 2013, and DayZ been through some super dark ages in its history, incredibly dark ages. So I've been there because I've been playing this game since the beginning and streaming this game since 2015. So I streamed actually most of the dark ages of DayZ, and currently the game's pretty much okay. But yeah, people are complaining. So, for example, one of the things on spec that I personally actually encountered is that you cannot hear like game animals anymore. So you cannot hear deer, you cannot hear boar, but I think you still can hear like sheep, cows, goats and whatnot. You cannot hear bears. Having DayZ Dark Ages flashbacks. Yeah. Been there, done that, come on. So interesting that Rust people are playing the game. Well, it's similar. Actually, DayZ and Rust got released in early access almost at the same time. I think it was like 3 games back then at the same time. Rust, DayZ, and I think the Nether it was. The Nether's gone, as far as I understand, but the Rust and DayZ, they actually not only like defined the genre, but they were one of the first big games in early access. So, well, I haven't been able to hear deer, so yeah, kinda disappointing a little bit. But again, so that got broken. Some other stuff. They promised in 1.29 huge optimizations for the server performance. Turned out that the optimizations weren't that huge, so the boost of server performance, it didn't get that huge as everybody got hyped up for, and lots of people got disappointed because of that. But so I don't know if you remember that Dark Ages of DayZ, even a little bit before the Dark Ages of DayZ, I remember that in one patch back then they managed to break the splint. So, and back then it was way easier to break your legs. It was way easier to die because of fall damage, but it was way easier to break your legs. And imagine like a game with a broken splint. So somewhere around that time they actually managed to decrease the amount of loot everywhere, and the game turned like super hardcore. For me personally, that's okay. I can play on like hardcore servers without loot. So, but people back then, they kinda started like screaming. And then the Dark Ages of DayZ started when they ended up like pretty much, I think 6.0 was a huge leap forward because they introduced the new renderer. So the visuals of the game changed to this, but it was still the old engine. 6.1 and 6.2, they were like updates. There was one with the woods and some other stuff, the sounds. Yeah, they fixed the sounds in one of those updates. And then the Dark Ages started DayZ.6.2. The game got locked in that state for a very long time because they decided to change the engine. And I think it took them a year and a half for us to see the first glimpses of 0.63. So back then. So, but 0.62 was still there. It had a ton of bugs, but it was playable. Everybody kept playing it. The people just back then were leaving the game, abandoning DayZ, saying it was it was scam, saying it was just money grab because the devs weren't doing anything. But they were working. They were working on 0.63, and then after quite some adventures with 0.63, they finally managed to switch the game to the new engine. And I'm talking about the graphics, I'm talking about everything else, how the things pretty much feel in the game. So, and then it was like a little bit rushed, but it was 1.0 release after quite some time of 0.63. So, but kind of like 0.59, 0.60, 0.61, 0.62, especially 0.62. Those were the dark ages of the game. So, and lots of people abandoned the game, like getting super disappointed in it. Even some good streamers that abandoned the game at that time and never returned back to it. So, yeah. As for the dates, unfortunately I can't tell you the exact years when it happened, but you can Google it when 0.62 happened and for how long it stayed with us. For a very long time. Alphonse Club, I've been streaming since 2015, but I'm not a YouTuber, Alphonse Club. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't do YouTube, as you can see. So my thing is live streaming. So I don't do YouTube videos. I stream on Twitch, on YouTube, but I don't do YouTube videos. But at this point, people, I really got to run. So we will check this base next time we log in into this character. We will check if the mine's still there. We'll check if they repaired the walls. So this was going to be a short one from the very beginning. Thank you everybody, huge thank you everybody for jumping in and chatting. Quite some new people in the chat. Well, quite some old people that I haven't seen in a long time in the chat. So thank you for jumping in. But first of all, YouTube people, thank you for watching on YouTube. Somebody probably been lurking on YouTube. If you like this one, subscribe for more. Leave a like, subscribe for more. And then Twitch people, Fearful Cobra and Alphonse Club are gonna get you. Upspec, Trista, who did I miss? And quite some lurkers. Unaprali, almost missed Unaprali. So thank you people, always nice to see you. Let's go and find somebody to raid. Just give me a short second to find somebody to raid, and we will raid somebody on Twitch, of course. That's only for Twitch. Just give me a second. Okay, this person, I don't think I raided them in a very long time. Just a second. I don't think I have. Yeah. Let's see if we can read them. It seems that we can. They enjoying DZ. Not sure which map. Not sure which. If it's. It looks like Chernarus. Ah, they are on the console, so it's gonna be more or less vanilla. So. Oh, follower subscriber only chat? Crap. Okay, I guess why I'm not seeing that for some reason. Why am I not seeing that they have like follower and subscriber only chat? Okay. Disable the raid. Oops. I just committed the raid. Crap. Instead of disabling the raid, I just committed the raid. So that's not really fair to my viewers. An apology to my viewers for sending them to a channel with a locked chat. Ah, I'm a mod there. That's why I cannot see it. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, on YouTube. At least you still can see me. I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye and good night. Crap.